This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you tap that like button, tap that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you destroy that like button. Let's get right into it. All right, so we had Gucci Mane. He got on. Big Bank Black is like a staple in Atlanta. Duct Tape, DJ Scream staple in Atlanta. And they have a podcast now called Big Facts. I think they're on episode 19. And they had Gucci Mane on. And he spoke about all his problems in Atlanta. There was a rumored problem between him and Big Bank because of his artist Ola that he just signed. Ola said some things about Big Bank, said some things about a lot of people, even Sada Baby from Detroit, but specifically in Atlanta, he said something about Big Bank. And, Gucci Mane not saying anything, that being his artist, he's automatically involved. And then there was rumors that Gucci put something out saying that Big Bank is this and that. And they invited him on the podcast and they talked it out, as you should, right? But Gucci Mane is bipolar, man. I've known him when I knew certain people just don't change. Don't give me that, people mature thing. It's in certain people to be a certain way. You got to learn that. If you don't learn that now, you're going to be disappointed later. Certain people are just who they are, okay? Gucci Mane is kind of bipolar. He'll say one thing and do another thing later. Just 4 months ago, he was doing the whole thing with Angela Yee. He was just on this podcast saying, "Hey man, we all got to get together in the city." I've heard this talk before. We all got to get to the city, put our past behind us, and see what happens. Da 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 da. And then he says, and if you have a problem with somebody, don't put it on the internet. Gucci Mane was just on the internet 4 months ago with going at Angela Yee. He was responding to certain stuff just another few months ago. Gucci Mane is Gucci Mane. It's just who he is, okay? Even though he is more mature, he's married now, and he's more about his business, the old Gucci still comes out every once in a while. So you don't preach something you're not living. That's all I'm saying. Big Bank Black's always official and always the same person. So I have nothing to say. He's always very helpful to a lot of people, honestly. Helped Future a lot, helped a lot of people, and helped a lot of people down in Atlanta. Trust me. Okay. He was talking about some past problems. Him and his, I don't remember. Valley Boy had a problem with Gucci at one point or something. I forget who he's talking about. He said one of his Big Bank Black was making the point that all the problems Jesus had with people, he always was impartial and was cool with Gucci the whole time, even with the Jeezy problem. I think he was talking about a problem with somebody else, but I don't know who the problem was with. Maybe Alley Boy, I don't know. But Gucci Mane also spoke on Young Nudy. They had a problem 2 or 3 years ago, and he put that behind him, and he said, we're cool now. He's thinking about putting 21 Savage and a bunch of people on his album, Young Thug. I guess him and Young Thug settled their problem too, because remember, they had a problem just a year and a half ago or so when Gucci Mane tried to get him and what's his name? It's Rich Homie Quan. When someone hasn't dropped a record in a while, it's hard to remember their name sometimes because there's so many artists now. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so he put that behind him. But I don't think, we'll see what happens here. Gucci Mane ended all his problems on this podcast. And if there's a rumor going around that you do have a problem with someone, I believe they really did have a problem with each other. It's good to put it to bed right away, especially when you're grown. So, we'll see what happens with Gucci. But, Gucci Mane is bipolar. I don't believe anything he says. I've dealt with it. As you know, you can do your history. I did many videos with Gucci Mane in the beginning. And then as he got bigger, he started to be bipolar. He'd have me meet in places that he didn't show up to. And then he'd retract it. He always was. Just look at him from 2010 to 2013. How many people he had problems with and had to make amends on that when he came out of jail. But still doesn't mess with those people. He just did it for it's virtue signaling. To show that you've changed. But you still have grudges against those people. He's not doing anything with Waka. He's not doing anything with Rocco. He's not doing anything like him and Young Thug. That fell out. They're not doing anything. They're not being the bigger people and putting things aside. I don't think Jeezy will ever be cool with him, and I don't think he'll ever be cool with Jeezy, even though DJ Drama tried to set that up when Gucci Man was in jail. On a phone call, he said, "Yo, you guys, I got a special caller on the line." Jay-Z was like, "Who's that?" And he was like, "It's Gucci Mane." He's like, "Is that right?" And then they had like a fake peace out, but that'll never happen because someone actually lost their life in that whole situation. Anyways, I'm just summing this up for you, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. And I appreciate you guys, and go check out the podcast. It is good. It's good. I appreciate you guys. I'll check you guys in the next one. Love you guys. And I hope you guys are having a good day. I'll have another story before I go to sleep. Peace.